Hello, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. What's happened to me there at the start of the show? It's all stood on end.
I don't know.
What's going on?
Well, you've been doing impressions, haven't you? So
I
that
have.
might have had some effect.
Yeah.
You were getting a bit like hyper there with your impressions.
I was.
So your hair's gone. Woo!
Who was it who used to have the whoop? That cartoon character with the spiky hair. Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, Johnny
That was it, Johnny
Bravo, yeah.
What are you doing over this side anyway? This is my side.
Oh, well, they told me to come over. I'll
did
go
they?
if you want, yeah.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. You're not normally here. I just looked and then there you were. Anyway, hello and welcome to Crafters TV. She's Sheila Halliwell.
And he's Ben Moseby, but you already know that.
Yeah.
Or sometimes he's Arnold Schwarzenegger, sometimes he's Bruce Forsyth.
And multiple other people.
Many more.
And many more. So we're here for Essentials Corner.
Yes.
We are going to look through lots of essential tools in this show, which we've got spread across my counter. Then, talking of essential tools, we are going to talk about, over the other side of the studio, not only the Gemini 2, but all of the plates that go with it as well. And also, during this show, Essentials Corner, we love to have the questions, don't we? Because that's what we need at the end of the show.
Absolutely, yeah.
We'll head over to the corner itself, which isn't actually a corner, but it's basically...
It looks like it.
Well, yeah. So any questions on essential tools, any questions on crafty conundrums that you might have, anything which you don't quite understand, it can be about pens, it can be about glues, it can be about paper, it can be about cardstock, it can be about colouring, stamping, die cutting, embossing, whatever you want. We normally need about 10 questions, don't we?
Yes, we do for that. Yeah. Otherwise, we have to draw them out, don't we? We have to say them really slowly. And so, the more we get, the better.
So fire those in, and lovely Jan, who's on... Has my mic gone? It's gone funny. Sounds like I'm underwater.
Oh, mine's actually folded down inside my top.
Is it working okay now?
Can I please go back to my own side?
Is it better now? Just keep going. Okay, it's better now apparently. Yes, Jan is on the socials for this one, so send the questions through and then she'll send them through to us. Already in is Alison Mason, who says hello.
Hello.
Sarah Park says hi from Arizona.
Hello.
Calista Walters says good morning from frozen Virginia, 11 degrees there.
Oh, chilly, but hello.
Your road to back home's a bit snowed in, isn't it?
Yeah,
66.
they've closed the snow gates, and I've been so excited to come up here through winter because I've kept saying there's going to be snow, and I can just stop and look at the snow. And then I read last night that they were shutting the snow gates on that dual carriageway at 4 a.m. And people kept saying, well, why? Because there's no snow. But they obviously knew snow was coming. And of course, we just had a look a couple of hours ago now. Completely shut. Cars stuck in snow and ice. So I'll have to find another way to go. Which will take quite a lot longer,
the M1,
I think.
isn't it?
But M1, M62.
M62.
The thing is, the M62 could close because the M62 gets snow in summer. You know, it's the highest motorway in England, the M62. So that's if we've got it up here, it's bound to be up.
What's the final show today? Launch party?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll do it.
It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because if it's snowy up there, it's going to be snowy anyway, isn't it? So and then it's all freezing. So it doesn't matter whether you go at 4 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Snowy.
Yeah.
Ouch is in. Hello, Ouchia. Hello, Faye. And Grammy Karen says, good morning, everyone, from a very cold Hampton Roads, Virginia. Snuggled with the pugs under the blankets. It feels like 10 outside. The ice isn't melting. And Pauline Hassel joins us from Cheshire. Keep the comments coming through. And questions, please. There are none so far. We've got a few tools to show you, first of all. And I'll tell you the exciting thing is, on each and every one of these tools, 50 bonus points.
Oh, really? So even if you only buy one, you'll get 50 bonus points?
Yeah, buy two, you get 100 bonus points.
That's brilliant,
By
isn't
three,
it? 150.
Yeah. By four.
But 200.
By five.
250.
Yeah, and so on and so forth. Look, you do it all.
I'm glad it wasn't 33 bonus points because that would have really thrown me out, wouldn't it?
Or 37, that would have been
that would have been the worst one.
Yeah. The first one is your Essentials Toolkit, which we've not had on in ages. It's $15.99 is your platinum price on this, or $23.99. We launched this the birthday before last, and no word of a lie. Do you know the reason why most people bought this? Should I tell you?
Yes.
I probably told you before. It's not even in there. The reason they bought it was for the thing that's not in here, the pokey tool.
Really?
Yeah.
Shall I see if we've got one over the other side?
Oh,
Shall I go
I
and
just
have a
don't
look and
know.
see
Go
if
and have a
we've got
look. The pokey tool is one of the main reasons that people bought this, because it is bigger than our standard pokey tool. If Sheila can find one, she'll bring it over. But it's there, so it's easier to hold, harder to lose, is what I would say, but still does the job of everything that you would want your pokey tool to do and more. So you've got your pokey tool in there. Craft knife again comes with your safety tip on that one, so you're not going to cut yourself when that one's in your craft bag or in your in your crafty pots. You've got your scissors there as well, so 4.5-inch nips, again super duper sharp, comes with the protective sheath. And these again are super sharp, non-stick coated blades, and brilliant for doing things like your soft crafts, brilliant for doing your fussy cutting as well. You're also going to get your tweezers in here. These have also got the little protective cap on the front, and these are your squeezy tweezers. So I always think these ones are better if you do have like dexterity issues, for example. You don't have to keep the squeeze on the tweeze. Oh, that's a good catchphrase, isn't it? Because basically you squeeze to grab the thing that you want it to grab, and then you close it, and then it's got it. So, for example, here, look, grab that paper, and then I don't have to keep it squeezed to hold it. So if you are someone who struggles with your fingers and your hands, that set of tweezers is absolutely perfect. I wouldn't worry too much, Sheila. I'm nearly done. You're also going to get in here your metal ruler as well. So your 6-inch metal ruler, perfect partner to go with your craft knife as well. You've got your centimetres one side, inches the other side, and then on top of that, of course, you are going to get your craft mat. 3 items that play together in there really nicely, actually. This one is the 6x6 mat, self-healing as well. You've got your angles on there, 45, 60 and 45-degree angles, and whether you are centimetres or inches, you are covered. It's just a really handy set to have, perfect for travelling, perfect as a kind of starting point, I think, for any crafter as well, and has, Sheila, got the pokey tool.
I've got my own. It's not over there, but I've got my own because I got one of these toolkits recently for.
There it is.
And do you know what? I was panicking because I couldn't find this in my bag. I was going, well, where's mine gone?
Oh yeah.
But there it is.
Yeah, as I say, easier to use, harder to lose.
Yes. And isn't it nice? Isn't it light?
Yeah.
Really light.
Yeah, lightweight.
Perfect. Yeah, that was it.
So those are the 6 pieces that you're going to get in your essential toolkit for $15.99. Or $23.99 and 50 bonus points.
I like it because it's small.
US only this next deal. 50 bonus points. There are only 33 of these left.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, can we go up or should we show it to the front? You hold one side, I'll hold the other. So this is what we were using last night, isn't it?
Yes, when I came in first thing, you know what a mess it was in? I gave a couple of good wipes with a baby wipe.
Oh, yeah.
And it's come up like this, not quite as lovely as this. So I'm going to try cleaning these bits after, get the illusion powders out, and then it's good as new.
Yeah.
So it's, it's really, really great for, well, everything really that you're going to do that's messy.
Yeah. It's heat resistant.
Yeah.
Waterproof. 100% silicone, non-slip.
No.
And I love the fact you've got all the wells as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So these are more like mixing wells, I always think, aren't they?
Yes, we've been using these illusion powders, haven't we, when we've been adding water to them. And again, you can do the same with these. You might want to use your liquid watercolours. You might want to use your pearl powders as well. So you've got all these little wells where you can mix. And then it's good as well, I like this bit here, because you can lay your brushes and things on that end and they don't roll away.
Yeah, so and this is A4 size as well, your kind of workspace, so you've got plenty of room to be working on. Yeah. It's handy as well, isn't it? Especially if you are someone who likes to take craft with you wherever you go, because it will roll up and you can take it, use it quite portably. Definitely.
So it's a really lovely mat. Feels lovely.
Yeah, it does actually.
Very soft. It's lovely.
9 by 12 work surface, your 12 pallet circles, your tool recess and your 12 pallet squares in there as well. It is $18.39. It is only available though in the US, and I believe there are only 33 remaining.
Is that all?
So go swiftly. Next, do you want to show the bone folder?
Yes, let's show the bone folders because we love these, don't we?
Yeah.
I have been using this. I was using it yesterday actually on some videos
with
my scoreboard, mainly because the scoreboard has got the ball tool on, but a lot of people sometimes like to do a more narrow or a slimmer like score line, depending on what you're making. I do like a slim score line, so this is great because you can see this one in particular, it goes very narrow at the edge here, but again you've got the longer one if you want to, so great for scoring, great for burnishing your creases, great for using when you are burnishing like the back of your tape onto your projects, and they never seem to kind of wear out. They never wear away. That's because they're bone, isn't it? Or are they actually bone? I think they used to be, you know.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, but probably not now.
No.
But yeah, they're really handy to have. And you know what it's like when you've got a scoreboard with your tool in the top, and they do drop out, or you do end up putting them down and then they roll away and you can't find them. So these are good because these are big, and you can see these easier. But yeah, I love these. Definitely. This is what's the price on these?
$1.99 or $2.36.
What?
Yeah, no. $1.99 it says.
And 50 points.
And 50 bonus points.
$1.99 for honestly? Yeah. God, I can't believe that.
I know. That's bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So if you wanted to become platinum today, you could buy 30 of these, spend 60 quid and you're a platinum member.
Yeah. And then, they give them away or you sell them at your craft club.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's a great deal.
It is. It's a fantastic deal. I can't believe it.
Trudy's joined us. Alison Mason is in. She says you need a helicopter to get home tonight. Maybe you could borrow Sarah's company helicopter. Oh, no, she's to Philly. Yeah, she wish she had. Sarah says, hi, Sheila, Ben, Jan and the team. Hi to everyone watching. It feels like -8 in Illinois. Stay safe.
Yes.
Hi to Suzanne, who's in Broken Arrow. Stayed up late to get all my 8 shopping done. Bought 9 of the CC new goodies, including the new scoreboard. Can't wait to get it. What were the other 9 things or 8 things? Let us know. The squeezers are my favourite tool, says Sarah. Jean Marie is in. Joanne Madigan is in New York, -7. Altia has that mat but has never used it.
Oh, come on, Altia, we need you to use it.
Yeah,
like we
come
did
on.
last night. Yeah.
And Janelle has joined us from a cool Western Washington State. We have 1 question so far.
Okay. Well, if we don't get any in...
I'll just read it slowly.
Yeah, read it. Take a long time. We'll do a word each.
Yeah.
And then the same with the answer.
And we can just do some impressions and some gags instead.
We can talk around these tools. We could use some of the tools. You know, we don't have to, just kind of, because we've got all these out over there. So the only thing we haven't got, there might be 1 or 2 magnets over there.
We sit down, remember?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, remember that bit, Sheila?
Well, then we'll just take them with us and do it on the coffee table.
Oh, yeah.
See,
We could
it's fine.
just do
There's
that.
always a way around it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, Jamie doesn't have the camera set up.
Boys.
Just get some more questions in. It's probably the best thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, this mini trimmer, maybe mini, but it has it's had a huge reaction from people. It's sold out in the UK.
Yeah.
It's available in the US, $7.96. A lot of people might think this is a bit gimmicky, and you could be forgiven for thinking that, but there is a point and a purpose to this, isn't there?
Oh, gosh, it's brilliant. You know why? One of the best things about it for me is this, and you don't believe it until you put your card on there, this measures like from here to here, it's 6 inches. So if you're doing projects with your like 6-inch cards and you need to just cut a little slither off the end, then you can do that. But you've also got your centimetre markings, you've got your inch markings, and it's great. What's not to like about this? It's brilliant. Didn't we use it last week when we were... What were we doing last week?
When
we used it. What were we making? Oh, what was it? Because we were using little...
I used it to trim down the little sentiment.
Yeah, that's what we said. Yeah, we said it's really, really useful. We're like, why get the big one out? This is perfect. We're just to trim in like sentiments and little things out of pages and certain areas out of... like when we brought out Sarah's collection at Christmas, a Christmas dream, and we had some of the elements in there in the 8x8 topper pad that weren't die cut, so you would cut them. Things like that with those little sentiments. Take the page out, maybe snip an area that you need, and then trim it down on this, and it's so handy.
Yeah, you got your little raised edges either side, inches and centimetres. It's 2.5 by 6 inches, so perfect. And it said for those little smaller jobs, really. And what a price on that? $7.96 is the price on that. Next, 3 questions in now. Now we're getting there. Next up, the Edge Crimpler. Now, if you wanted to get like a distressed effect, you could use your scissors.
Yes.
You could use your knife.
Yep.
But for me, this is the safest way to get a distressed effect, isn't it, on the edges of your paper and
Yes,
cards?
it is. Yeah, because you've got 7 recessed blades in here, so it's quite safe. Mine just hangs on my tool bag, actually, and I forget I got it sometimes, and I end up using my scissors. That's what I do. So, but yeah, this is fabulous. And I didn't realise Crafters Companion did one of these until I came up here and they gave me a toolkit and that was in there. I was like, oh, this is brilliant. So yeah, it's really handy. You've got the hole in the top so you can clip it onto like a key ring or anything, whatever you want to do. It's really, really good. It's advisable that it's not used by anyone under 14.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, we all have scissors, don't we, anyway? So it just depends how sensible you are. But yeah, it's really, really handy. Look how tiny it is. And basically all you do is you just scuff it along the edge of your card and your paper and the job is done. You know, it's great. It really is to do.
$1.99 or $2.79.
Oh.
Bonnie Butt wants to see that in use, apparently. We can do that over the other side.
Yeah, of course we can. I've got mine open over there, so we use that, yeah.
We'll do that before we look at the Gemini 2 shortly. We've got 3 questions coming. We need some more, please. Next up, the wax tool. This is the picky up, pokey down tool, isn't it?
It is indeed. This is the most glorious looking tool, isn't it?
It is.
I just sit very often at my desk and just twirl it under my light like that,
Oh,
so
really?
I can see those sparkles. Yeah, with my daylight lamp on there, it's like, ooh, it's all pretty.
Comes in a little tube.
And the tube is useful too.
So one end, so that is wax, isn't it? Obviously, that's the wax end.
Yes.
And so you're going to use that to pick up your like little gems, pearls.
Yeah.
I used this
Tiny
yesterday,
little pieces.
and then when we cut that bee out,
Yes.
and then I wanted to paper piece it, I picked up the tiny little die cut pieces for it to piece it in there.
Yeah, definitely. Anything like that, anything that needs, like, you might not be able to see. And as you know, we have a lot of little dies here. So this is really useful. And the good thing is as well, even when it starts to kind of go flatter on the edge, you can still rub it between your fingers because it's wax. It warms up a little bit, so you can almost reshape it.
Yeah.
I've done that with mine. Or if I've needed to pick up something that's bigger, and this has been quite pointy, I've just rubbed it flat at the end with my finger, because obviously the heat from your hand and the wax will just melt a little bit, so you can kind of shape it a bit.
You do get a refill. Ours isn't in there, but you do get a refill with that as well.
Yes.
And then you've also got your little. I mean, it's a bit like a pokey tool, this really, isn't it? The other end.
Yes, it is. Except it's not got the point on the end. It's flat. So if you were using it with our gem box, when you've picked your tool up and you put it onto your glue, if it's not quite right, you can just nudge it along with that. And obviously, because it's got that flat edge, it will push against your gem. Whereas the pokey tool is pointed, that would tend to kind of slip off a bit. So you'll probably find you do use this for other things. Even if you're gluing a little die down and you need to nudge it up a bit, you can still use this.
So that is your wax tool, 1036. And then you will get one replacement wax tool head with it, but you can also buy the replacement of 3. This is 636. And these just screw into the end, don't they?
They do, yeah. It's really, really easy. So all you need to do, you just unscrew the old one and you put the new one in. You can see it's really easy to do. So, yeah, it's just the end like that. So you can just...
There you go.
Yeah.
Put the screws back in.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, they last for ages. They really do last for ages. And you've got one in there, haven't you, when it comes, and one in the box as well.
Yeah.
So that will come with, like, 2.
50 bonus points for this, 50 bonus points for that as well. I mean, it's an absolute steal. 636 if you're in the US. Craft magnets, we touched on these earlier on this morning.
We did.
But if you do want to grab them, they are so super useful and they don't hang around very long either. These tend to disappear very quickly. We were talking about using these alongside things like the little wallet that you can make in your craft kit.
Yeah, definitely. You can use it for those. Any kind of wallet, folder, handbag project that you make, it will work. And the benefit of this over the Velcro is that you can actually put this a magnet under a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And then say if it was a bag, you could put your paper on here with your magnet underneath. And then when you did your closure, put the magnet on that side, it would just clip there. So it's not unsightly. And again, we've said about using them for fridge magnets, haven't we? On the back of like little toppers and things. Or if you're doing like a magnetic game with children. You might want to do a card that's got magnetic numbers in it so they can change the numbers around for the year they were born or something like that. So again, the magnets are a must-have, I think, in everybody's craft bag.
$2.36 or $3.96 is your platinum price. Journelle says, my illusion powders arrived last night. Have the day off today, so I plan on having a play day. She also says, I love the picky up, pokey down tool. It is so useful.
Yes.
Hilary says, Ben, I sent a photo that you can show if you need time to fill, if you don't get enough questions. Thank you. I will have a look for that. And Pat says, good morning, Ben, Sheila and Super Crew and all of my lovely friends from New Jersey. I'm watching HSN and Sarah on my TV too. What an exciting hour.
Yes.
What's she up to? You'll have to let us know. Stamp cleaning station. This is perfect. It's like a little compact, this, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We were using it last week just to show how it works. Because again, it's really compact, isn't it? It's slim.
Yeah.
So it just slot down into your tool bag when you're out and about, or if you're going to your craft clubs. Doesn't take up much room on your desk. It's one of these things that you can have out on your desk, isn't it? Really, all the time. Because then once you've inked up your stamp and it's dirty, you just bring it in and rub it on here.
What you'd have with it actually is this as well, your stamp cleaning station, which is a stamp cleaning solution, which is available separately.
Yes. So you squirt that either onto here or a little bit on your stamp, and then rub it along these little like soft bristles, and it gets in all the nooks and crannies of your stamp, no matter how detailed it is. And then what you can do is you can then give it a rub on that one, which is, I feel like that's got a tighter knit than these have, but I could be wrong.
Maybe
it looks different when you look down on it. It might just be my eyes. So then you can dry it off on there, and when you turn it over, it's lovely and clean again, like a new stamp, which is great.
You can either spray the stamp or spray it onto it's entirely up to you. It does the job both ways.
Yes.
And then once this gets a little bit dirty, you can, if I can pull it out, there you go. That you can then just wash with some soapy water to get the ink off, because it will obviously get dirty eventually.
Yeah, it will. It will get all colours on. You might want to you might want to do that every time you've used it, because if you're using, say, a pink ink, and then you go on with the black ink, and you know, but that's up to you. But again, it's really handy to have. And it saves you having to keep going getting like wipes, panicking when you run out of wipes to clean your stamp with. So yeah, it's a really good little contraption.
So that's $11.99 or $15.99. If you want the solution, it's $6.39 US only. It's sold out that in the UK. But if you are in the US, stock up on that 50ml of that cleaning solution to go with the station.
Yes.
And then we showed this earlier on. Yoink. US friends, what a deal on the storage. And you said we've got hundreds of these down at Hobbymaker to store all of our kit in.
Yeah, we have. They store the boards that we make, and they also store all the samples. We just label them all. So if we've got a show and it's got 3 different kits on, we just go straight into the library room where they're all stacked on top of each other on shelves, look at the labels, grab that, take it into the studio, get the samples out, and the samples stay protected at all times. As soon as we've done and shown them, we put them back in the box, and the lid goes on. They go back to the library, so it's a really useful way for us as a company. That's how we use them. But I mean, we've got all sorts of other things housed in them, haven't we, around the building. So you can use them for every walk of life, really. But I like the way that they are bigger than A4.
Yes.
As we said before, lots of papers that you get, topper sheets and things like that, very often have a header on the top, and that tells you what collection it's from and which company it's from. And there's nothing worse than having to cut that off or bend it to get it in a box, because you might want to, find out where it came from or what it was part of. And with these, you can do that. You can leave the whole header on. There's room for lots of extra bits in here as well, and it's good for if you've got loose decoupage pieces and stuff.
Yeah. Cables, sewing kits, stationery, decorations, DIY, party items, soft toys, craft items, first aid kits, camping kits, fishing kits, you name it. These will go near party items. Well,
do you keep your juggling kit in this?
I could do, actually. I still can't find my magic suitcase, and that isn't a joke.
Really?
Yeah. It's got. It's not a joke. My magic suitcase has disappeared. It has all my magic tricks in it, and I don't know where it's gone.
I think you need to have a word with your wife, don't you?
No.
He's checking with Laura. It's probably down the road, number 48, in their wardrobe.
Or in the tip,
maybe. The tip.
In the Nathan's charity shop. It had me magic wands in it. It had all my magic colouring books. It had me magic duck in it as well. My magic duck.
Your assistant.
My assistant was in it as well, sawn in half.
You saw in it?
The saw was in there. I also got this sounds funny, I've got handcuffs in there as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I used to do a trick where I just get my handcuffs behind the back, and you do the old if you can just do them a bit tighter like that, and then you do all that. Yeah, that has disappeared. Don't know where it's gone.
Well, you said it was a little case. It sounds like that, you know.
Well, it's kind
got
of
a
the
lot
size.
stuff in.
There's a lot of stuff in there, but it's the size of, you know, the kind of case you're allowed to take on a plane.
Yeah.
That sort of size.
Well, how small was your assistant then?
Oh, very tiny.
Very tiny.
Very tiny, yeah. Yeah, very tiny. All the doves in there as well.
Rabbits, top hat. Well, your top hat will be squashed now,
Our
won't
top
it?
hat will be squashed. Where is it
Be
gone?
like a bowler now,
It
won't
will
it?
be
Or
like
a beret.
a beret. Anyway, we've got 5 questions I've just seen, which is marvellous.
Okay.
We need 5 more, please.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Louise Ditch, who's joined us, saying hi to Ben, Sheila and crew, and Lynn, who says good afternoon, Sheila, Ben, Jan and all the team. Sorry, I lost track of time. We're going to go across the studio. We're going to show the edge crimpler, also the G2. And I also did see a message from Bonnie asking, can we show how to cut and score a basic 5x7 card?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
We'll do that after the edge crimpler.
Yeah.
We'll also look at the G2. We'll answer your questions. But before that, if you're watching on Facebook right now, and you might be thinking, oh, they only do one show on Facebook. Yeah, we do. But we do all the shows on YouTube now. And if you're thinking, well, how do I get on YouTube? And how do I, because I want to comment. I want to send Ben lots of the messages. I want to send lots of questions in. Sheila, how do I do that? Well, watch this video.
Discover a whole world of creative inspiration on the Crafter's Companion YouTube channel. From binge-worthy crafting series to quick ideas for the last-minute occasion. There's something for every crafter. And when you want even more, watch Crafters TV live and on demand with demos, new product launches and real-time crafting fun. Subscribe now and start crafting with us today.
There she is. Welcome back. There we are, by the magic of TV.
Yeah.
We've moved across the other side of the studio.
We have.
And you didn't even see. Ben, you are so funny, says Louise. Oh, thank you very much. Someone tell Mrs. M.
Is that our smallest tool, do you reckon? Look how cute it is.
The edge crimpler. It's very, very small, isn't it?
It is. It's very cute, isn't it?
But very relevant and, as you'll see,
It's
very, very
mighty,
handy to have. Many bit mighty. So used by all the team to make the edges of their cardstock and paper look all distressed, right?
Yeah. So let's do it along. Oh, let's do it along the edge here. Look at that.
Yeah.
Nothing easier, is it? Now this is not like a thick cardstock, just a regular cardstock. But you can see normally when I'm using my scissors and I'm like going at it quite a bit with a bit of power, my scissors rip straight into the card, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
But ideally, I mean, this is the way to do it, and it's up to you whether you do a little bit at a time like that or whether you do it like, you know, straight along. But straight away it gives you that kind of distress look, doesn't it?
And it's a much safer way of doing it than opening your scissors or using a craft knife, isn't it? Because that can end in an accident. I think.
Yeah, definitely. And you can use it in whichever, you know, one you want. You know. So it's just a blade at the end of the day. So it's just housed there nice and safely. I mean, if you did it on a piece of, let's see, we've got a piece of paper here. So I think this is a white core paper. So if we do it on the edge of there, you can see straight away.
Oh, yeah.
How it brings out the white. And it's not going to give you, it's not going to be even. And that's the best thing, really, I think. Obviously, if you're doing it to the end here, the ideal thing is to give that paper some support because it will bend. But as you go further along like that, it's easier. So, yeah, it's a really handy little tool.
Absolutely fantastic. There you go, Bonnie. That was for you. So get it in your basket. $1.99 or $2.79 is your platinum price on that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, making a 5x7 card blank.
5x7 card blank.
That's one I know how to do, actually. Because you can do it from A4, can't you?
Yes. Well, you'd have to do 2 separate. No, you can.
Yeah.
So you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me grab a piece of card. So a piece of A4 card.
So I used to scratch my head with that, but then it's just something that's stuck in my head now, and you know how to. It's basically like a 10x7 folded in half, isn't it?
Yes, yes. So let me get my bone folder again and show you with the bone folder. You do get one with the scoreboard, but I like using this one because again it goes right into the groove.
Bonnie says thank you. That was brilliant. She's added the edge crimpler to her basket.
Oh God, you're welcome anytime. So yeah, if you get your A4 card, lay it on your board, score down at 5, like that.
Yeah.
And then we can close it over.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is how I do it.
Oh,
because
and then just
I
trim
would
the
then
excess
just
off.
trim.
That's a really good idea.
So I would trim that. What you can do as well, you bring that back in because we're going to trim this piece off, but obviously it's going to be more than 7. It's 8 1/4. So what you can do, you can either put a little pencil mark, you can put a little notch with your score tool, or you can just measure it on your guillotine. You've got the choice. It depends what you're cutting it on, but most of the guillotines and the trimmers have the 7 inches on there. Now this one obviously only goes to 6, so you would probably think, oh gosh, how can I do that? So don't panic. You either bring in your big guillotine or bring in your paper trimmer. Let's bring in the big guillotine.
Okay.
Let's bring in the big chap.
The big chap.
The big chap. So what we will do is we will take this piece off here. And what I've done this before, and then I've thought, you know what? I'm not going to take that off. I'm going to leave that on, and that's going to be part of my card now. So very often I do that. I think, oh, I'm just going to make it bigger. I'm not bothered about it being 5 by 7 now. So you chop that end off. You keep that. That'll go in your scrap box for your sentiments and things. And then we can go here. Now, what I will do with this guillotine is I'll just pull this out. It goes up to 7. But I'm going to ask you to pull that out just because of the angle where I am. Thank you. And then you can see the 7 point on there. You kind of know it's this line here. So next to the last line, the penultimate line, isn't it? And then what you can do, just put that there, line that up with 7, put straight down, and there you go. 5 by 7 card.
Boom.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, as they
Yeah,
say.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Afternoon to Sheila and Ben, says Karen, and all at Crafty People. The storm is hitting here in Houghton the Spring. Sitting, praying my fence is not going to go as it's swaying quite happily in the wind.
Dear.
Is it windy out? Is it windy out there?
Yeah, it is. I don't think it's quite as bad as it was overnight. But yeah, I think we've got some like wintry weather coming in. I did say, didn't I? Kept saying the other day, it says it's going to snow, and you didn't believe me, did you?
No.
Kept saying,
Snow's coming. Hey, listen, if you need your fence sorted out, Mason and Mosby, no job too big, no job too small. Not only of the fence fixing, not only of the craft room sorting, not only of moving you from your old house to your new house. Mosby and Mason, or was it Mason and Mosby? Mason and Mosby do it all.
Oh yeah, I was thinking, who is Mason? I was remembering that's my
Yeah, who is Mason?
Who is Mason?
Johnny Mason. There he
Johnny
is.
Mason, yeah. Thought, yeah, of course, Mason and Mosby.
You know the name. You've seen him in The Rock.
Yeah.
Sean Connery.
I wonder if we're related down the line.
Who?
Me and Johnny.
Oh,
Could
you
be,
Mason?
'cause I was Mason,
Mason.
yeah.
Oh, maybe you were.
They always say that, don't they? They always say, you know, yeah. I wouldn't mind being related to Johnny. He's a nice guy, Johnny, isn't he?
Yeah, he's all right. You should do that. Find my ancestors.
Yes, imagine.
You see him.
18th cousin removed 4 times.
Yeah, probably are though. To be fair, aren't you? You probably are. You don't get many Mosbys.
No, you don't.
No, don't see many of those.
Oh, no, never heard that name until I met you.
Really?
Yeah.
One of a kind.
One of a kind, yeah. 1 in a million.
Yeah.
1 in a melon.
One of the melon. You're one of the melon. Thanks a melon for that.
Thanks a million, yeah.
Thank you also to Carrie. He says, I put ribbon on my edge crimpler so I don't lose it. That's a good idea.
Yes, I'll show you how I store mine because I have it in looped through the loop on my bag. And I always carry some little boot rings around with me. But I've got a big one there, and so that fits on there, just sits on there, and then that goes onto my bag. So I've always got it. It saves me rooting round in like my pockets trying to find it. So yeah, it just sits like that on the loop of my bag where the handle is. And hey presto, that's it.
We've got still, I think, 5 questions for Essentials Corner. We're going to get in there in about 10 minutes' time. But before that, did you know that the Gemini 2 is available for you? If you're in the US, UK friends, not currently. I'll tell you what, though. Yeah, stay tuned because we have had a delivery. Quite a few out there, haven't we seen?
There's a big, there's a big lot of them out there. Big lot of them. I don't know if that's the word. There's a large amount.
A huge amount, yes.
Yeah, huge amount. A huge volume, yeah.
Where do you want this? Here? Is that there? Fine. I'm not moving it too far because I'm just using one of the 3 power banks on the back to charge my tablet, which is very, very handy indeed, isn't it? Yeah.
Fantastic.
It is fantastic. Now, this is the ultimate, I think, in die cutting and embossing. I think it's like, well, we would say this, but it's the industry leader, isn't it? Because you've got top-notch power, you've got the precision, you've got quickness, it's quiet, and there's so much more to love. I mean, the look of this is just brilliant, isn't it, for a start?
Yeah, it is. It's just nice and sleek, isn't it? It's got that lovely kind of finish on it that all the expensive computers hold these days. So it's just nice and sleek. It's good for wiping down as well. And it takes a fair bit of hammering, doesn't it?
It does. Well, ours does. I mean, we're using it, obviously, day in, day out. You've still got on here, obviously, your 3 buttons on the top. So if you're used to the original Gemini, we talk about these as confident click, don't we?
We do.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
So you've got your on-off button. You've got your play and pause.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. And then you've got your rewind as well, because sometimes you don't need the plates to go all the way through, do you?
No, not at all. If you've only got the big plates, then and you might be cutting something like a little tag or something, you just need it to go through an inch or two. You can pause it and then it comes back and you can rewind. Bit like the only thing you can't do on it is record and play, isn't it?
Exactly right, yeah.
Maybe that could be on the next one.
On the next one,
yeah. Maybe we'll put a record button.
Set it to record.
Yeah.
And also to make you a cup of tea in the morning.
With joint with a tea's made, yeah.
The Gemini 3 makes a cup of tea. That's what it'll do. You've got loads of storage in here. I open this one up because there's storage in the top. And that also obviously doubles up as your media stand, doesn't it?
It does, yes. So lots of storage there, and as well, this is great. This is very similar to our magnetic stand. So even though it's not magnetic, it's great for standing up your dies on there on the sheet while you're working and you're cutting from them, because you know where they are. Then you can see them. You know, if you see me do craft alongs and things, I pull the dies off and then I put the thing over there, the mat that it goes on. And I'm like, oh, now it's stuck to something else. So it's good to pop them there, or you can pop your plates on there, and it will really hold well. If you've got the smaller plates, it'll hold those really well, won't it? Like these, like you can put put those on there as well. While you're using your bigger plates, so there's lots of uses for that. I think
there's more storage in the fold-down drawers as well. So these have got that little magnetic clasp on them, so they sort of shut very confidently.
Yeah.
Storage here, storage around the back here as well. And these obviously have got another use, haven't they? The fact that these fold down flat means you don't have to worry about your plates falling out.
No, they are fine. They're totally fine. They will just sit there, which is great. You know, if you've got it on the turntable, obviously that's useful because you can just give it a bit of a whiz and take the plates at the back.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it's really easy to turn anyway because it's got the glide feet.
Yeah.
So straight away, it's easy for you to just turn so you can grab your plates at the back.
Those are the glide feet just there. Again, Leanne will tell you the story that she bought a new sofa, didn't she?
Yes.
And she was able to kind of like move it around her wooden floor with just with one finger because it was so easy to push. And she said, "How do you do that?" And they showed her like the glide feet on the sofa, and that's what she used for the glide feet on here. If you want to buy separately, you can buy the turntable that Sheila's talking about. We've pre-drilled the holes in there for you, so you literally buy the turntable. Comes with a screwdriver as well.
It does, yeah.
So you can just simply attach it.
And everything, you just attach it, So it's really good, and that makes a difference. Obviously, then it sits on the turntable, but you can still move it around because it's easy to manoeuvre on the turntable.
Just to say, and I know you wouldn't, but don't be tempted to get another turntable because it won't fit, and also don't be tempted to use the turntable, say, on the Junior, for example, or on the OG. Don't be drilling holes into other machines.
No, it has to go on here. It fits on here. It was specifically made for that, so that's where it needs to be.
Just before I turn it around as well, the other thing to talk about, of course, is the optical sensor, isn't it? Because that's where this is different to the original Gemini.
Yes.
So it reads the plates, doesn't it, basically?
It does, yes. So as long as it can see like the plates coming through, it kind of takes it off you. You'll feel it grab it. It's magic, really, isn't it? I mean, how does it grab it without hands? And it's not magnetic. How does it do
There's little hands that come out from the inside. Have you not seen it? If you look closely.
Oh, are they really?
They get little hands come down.
Come out and go, thank you.
Thank you.
Pull them out.
And they tuck back into the side like that.
Yeah. It's the ideal depth as well for a cat leg.
Oh yeah, you say your cat puts his paw in there.
My cat sits on. She comes and sits on the guillotine. Next to the machine, and then while I'm doing whatever I'm doing, she puts her little paw in like this, and you can see her feeling around in there. It's like, get your paw out of there, and she'll just like feeling around for something, like they do under a sofa or a cupboard, or looking for a little mouse or something.
So yes, optical sensor in there, and if I just flip this around, you can see on the back. Obviously, there's your power cable. Oh no, that's your button to turn it on and off. That's your power cable, and here are the 3 little charge points. And it's USB. It's so handy, isn't it? The fact that
Isn't
you can
it
charge
just?
everything as you go.
Yeah, it is totally. It's really handy because we're not in, unless you're in a new house now, or I think they now put USB ports in a new house, I think, don't they? But because for years this was never a thing. So it can be a bit of a nightmare sometimes hunting around if you've not got a USB plug, or you're of the older generation where you don't kind of have newfangled devices. If you've got the Gemini, it means, oh, well, we've just got a new, glue gun, a cordless glue gun. That can be charged up there. You might want to charge your shaver in there. You might want to charge
your shaver, I love it.
Yeah,
why
shave
not?
where you die cutting.
Yeah.
That's for the men who craft, not the ladies.
Well.
But yeah, you can, 5 o'clock shadow, better plug my razor in, it's to 5 o'clock, but no, you can plug, like, if you've got your cordless glue gun, you might want to charge up your tablet, if you're like Ben is while he's watching it here, your phone, anything like that, you can put all sorts in there. They're having a right good laugh in our ears.
Well, you laugh about the shaver, but you know what I'm going to say? Laura, if you're watching, you'll back me up on this. I always remember when she messaged me saying, like, what kind of things do you plug into the back of your G2 to charge or to use whilst you're using it? She's got a USB massage chair.
Yes, so for her, yes.
Yeah, so she plugs it into a Gemini, so she gets a massage while she's crafting.
Yes. Yeah, I got my massage chair out of the cupboard the other day because and we're not sure if he's got a frozen shoulder on top of everything else, but we think he might have frozen shoulder. So I said, why don't we get that out? It puts heat through the chair and it pummels you back. But then I couldn't find the USB plug to plug it into the socket. And I was like, where is it? Whereas if I could have wheeled him into the craft room, couldn't I? Plugged him into the Gemini. Yeah. But I didn't. I just kept him in the living room and found the USB plug. So yeah, it's amazing when you look around your house. Yeah. Everything nowadays comes without a plug, doesn't it? It's just a USB port. No. Which is amazing.
Afternoon to excuse me. Suzanne, who says, love my G2. I use the media stand for my small plates. Alison says it's gone all very dark here and we have torrential rain. We'll cut something with the G2. We'll get something out to cut. We've got any dies. Rhonda says, good morning to Ben, Sheila and team from Oak Park. I had a bit of a lie-in today. Hope I didn't miss too much. Have you seen Sarah? And did you see our first show? Because what were we doing in the first show? We made...
what were we doing? Sass and Sparkle.
Oh, we were colouring. We were colouring with Sass and Sparkle.
Yes, we were. Yeah, we were colouring.
Mary Cronin Jones is from Cleveland, Tennessee. And Jessica Stricker says, good morning. A slightly warmer day for us today. Last chance, Lynn, to get your questions in. Lynn, we haven't got your email. You keep asking if we've got your email. We haven't received it, unfortunately. We haven't got the picture. There it is. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. If you send any emails or any pictures into there, and we will do our very best to show them. About 5 or 6 minutes away from doing your questions as well. We have 5 so far. What should we cut very quickly?
Shall we cut something?
Yes.
Or what about, well, we could use, I'm just looking what I've got in my bag. I've got some of my, I've got some of the Stitch Stage nesting dies.
Oh yeah, that'll do,
some
isn't
of
it?
those. I've got my big... my big dies, my big nesting dies.
Just to say as well, with your machine, when you get it, you will get the 9x12 plates included. You don't have to buy those separately.
Yeah,
but of
you
course,
will indeed.
you can use the smaller ones as well. Most people tend to have their 9x12 plates, obviously, and use those, and then buy the 9x6s, like the junior size ones, as an extra. Because those can go in sideways or long ways, can't they? Now
they can, yes. So we could do like a double cut here. So we could do.
Can I get the big ones out?
Oh yes, please.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I mean we might not. I was just thinking we could perhaps do what about? So what we could do. Let's get a piece of. I think we need to get some more cardstock here. Let's grab a piece of cardstock from the bottom here. Just bear with me 1 second while I find a piece of card.
Why are you talking like that?
Okay, I don't know. We're just passing the time on it. It keeps the crowds amused. So we could do that, couldn't we? So we could cut that out. So we need some tape on there.
Oh, yeah, just in case.
Here we go.
Stick the tape.
So we could do, let's do that one.
Yeah.
We'll just pop it there. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Right, and then I'm thinking, well, I was thinking, no, what I was thinking was, if we cut this one, we could fold that in half. That could be like a card blank. And then we could have, if we cut, I'm just thinking of, incorporating 2 of them that would fit together so we can make a nice, like, kind of we could almost do like a frame, if you like.
Mm.
Let me just do that. Oh, that's too big. We need
Slightly
to go
too
with
big.
the next one. Let's go with this one. So, what about, let's cut that one then from there as well, just to show we've got a little bit of a difference. And then what we'll do is we want to cut this one from a contrast, ideally, the next one. So let's cut those. So we've got a big one and a small one going through at the same time.
So that.
Yep, don't need that one unless it's like intricate or detailed. So that one will be fine. And then, so we've gone with purple, haven't we? I'm going to just use a piece of pink for this one.
It's always very satisfying, the noise it makes, isn't it?
Isn't it just? Okay. And then we could put this one through with the small plates, couldn't we? Just to show
yes.
how it works for people who are new.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
Nice.
Nice. So that one can go through on the small ones, Ben.
Okay.
Or the big ones, but
I'll do the small ones.
Yeah, do the small ones.
There we go. One.
Okay, so let's do this one. So this is 8 inches, isn't it? So what I want to do is...
And just to prove a point as well, look, I'll put this through on the side for you. So you see, you don't have to put this through the middle. If you look, so look, I'll put that in at the side, just here. There. Yeah, and you can do it on the side, other side.
Clever, isn't
However
it?
you want to do it.
Clever. There we go. So we've folded that one in half now. Like that. Just throw it at me, Ben.
Sorry.
It's fine. And we could then you could do something like that. So you could
yeah.
put it as a, you could put some extra bits on. You could do bigger circles. But then you've made like a little card. Let's pop that onto there. We'll just do it with a pad now for the sake of time. Okay, so what
That was a good little quick demo, wasn't it?
Isn't it just?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 of these little pads. And then we can layer it up onto there. Sometimes the easiest things are, like what you can do some amazing things with. So just something simple like circles like we've got here.
Yeah.
And then you go, okay, well, what we could do now is we could put this one onto here. We could stamp onto there. It could be something as simple as maybe a piece of ribbon underneath and a sentiment. You don't have to be, putting loads of layers on all the time. Like I like to just fill every space I can. I've never been really one for simple, clean cards. I just like getting on as much as I can.
Yeah.
But you can imagine if you did something like that. So that would go roughly in the middle. And then you could bring in, say, maybe it's that pink piece of ribbon there, like a little piece of pink ribbon. You just do a little bow on the bottom. Straight away, we've done something really quick. And
Quick,
what
but cool.
you could do is just do a little sentiment. You could do a row of pink gems. You could do a bow. And again, it's all about just having a bit of fun and using what you've got. So these might be the first things you've bought. We could put that on with a pad for now. I need to pull that through a little bit more. So again, something really simple. And then get yourself some, like, if you've got some pink buttons or some bright pink gems. If not, you've got little circle punch. I mean, you can even cut some of the your little dies from here and do a whole row of circles.
Yeah.
Sentiment in the middle. Put your bow on. Cut that a bit smaller, then we can show how it rocks. And again, it's something really simple. You could even put like an age in the middle there, couldn't you? Like it could be 30, 40, 80, whatever. And then straight away, you've just got yourself a little rocking card like that, just by, something simple.
That's so cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dead easy, isn't it? And we've just done that, off the cuff. We've just gone, let's add a few dies. We just wanted to cut something on the machine, and straight away, in a matter of 2-3 minutes, we've made something really simple. And it's a bit of fun as well because it rocks really well.
Doesn't anyone else think that looks like a little baby with a bonnet on?
Do you know what? I was thinking that. I nearly said that could be a baby card, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Or it could be almost like an angel or a fairy, because if you lifted this higher up, there would be like its shoulders or its wings. You can't stop rocking it now.
No.
It does rock well, doesn't it?
It does rock very well. It doesn't fall over like a lot
No,
of
it
rockers
doesn't.
do.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little baby. Good morning, Jessica Stricker. Hi to Carolyn who's joined us just up in Boise, Idaho. And Chantal Goman says, hello, everyone. Hello. We've got a few questions coming through. Listen, if you want your Gemini 2, I can't stop rhyming today. There it is. It's available in the US. So $319.99 is your price tag on that. And listen, send your testimonials in about your G2s. We would love to see why you love yours so much, and tell everybody else, because obviously, you know, we are here to tell you why we love it, and we're obviously going to say we love it because it's our machine. But I think it's more powerful when it comes from you to say, look, I love mine because of, you know, X, Y, Z. I use mine every day. I'm assuming that most people, if you've got multiple machines, the Gemini 2 is your favourite, or maybe you have a manual machine which is your favourite. Maybe it's the MIDI. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Jornella's just said, I love my G2. It is an amazing machine, and I love the USB ports. I have my glue gun, my Kindle, so I can watch you guys, and my mini vacuum all plugged in.
Ah, mini vacuum.
Not
There's
seen the
one
mini
I didn't
vacuum for a
think
while,
of.
have we?
Yeah, mini vacuum. Brilliant.
I'm trying to think what else you could. I mean, yeah, you could charge your phone off the back of there, obviously.
See, I think my daylight lamp, it's a tall one which goes over my desk, and it's like one with the 3 settings, you know, so you can have like a yellow setting and a daylight and a bit dimmer. But I think that has a USB plug. It comes with the plug, so I plug that into the socket. But when I think about it now, it's actually got the USB that goes into the plug.
Yeah.
And you know, I never thought of doing that. I'd never thought of plugging that into the Gemini, because the Gemini is sat there at the minute with, sometimes I plug my Bluetooth speaker in on my phone to charge, but there's always a spare port. So I could put my light in there because I have an extension cable. So I plug my Gemini into that, and then we've got like a little, it's not a router, it's like a, what would they call it when it gives like an extra, it's an extra.
Oh, like a booster.
A booster, that's the one. So I've got a booster in there, but that's quite a big plug. And then I've also got, I will plug in my light, but then if I need to put like my glue gun in or anything else, I have to take something out.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking, I can plug my light to my Gemini and I don't have to struggle keep unplugging it and stuff. It'll just stay in there.
It's the way to go.
Why did I not think of that?
We have 5 questions. We have 8 minutes. From Bonnie. What mediums can be used for stenciling? What can we use if we want to do stenciling?
Oh, there's a lot of things you can use, aren't there? You can use your inks, obviously. You can use paint. You can use your powders. You can use your pastes.
Mm-hmm.
You can use glitter glues to a point. If you do it with glitter glue, you can still spread it through like you would normally with a paste, but it's advisable to then wash your stencil immediately just because it's glue. There's glue in the glitter glue, obviously. So you need to clean your stencil with that. I mean, you can draw through it.
Right.
You can colour through it. So you can, you know, if you want to do any kind of tangling, you could do that with your fine liners. I very often use a stencil and just do the pattern, you know, and then add a bit of colour or just
yeah, me and Debbie did that a while back, and I never thought of that, just using like a fine art liner to trace. It was like one that had water drops on it.
Yes.
And then we just did the outline of the water drops, and then just coloured it in with
definitely.
It was.
It's quite nice to do that. I mean, you can do that as it's good for making your stencil look more bolder, so you'll see the pattern more, so it highlights the pattern, especially if you're doing a darker colour or contrast colour. But also, when we ink sometimes, and no matter how good you are at crafting, you're going to get one. If, say, you're doing a harlequin or a diamond one, diamond stencil, and you press on a bit hard and your ink just seeped under a little bit, if you go over with a fine liner, you don't actually see it quite as much. So yeah, I would say for us, it tends to be inks, paints, pastes, your powders, and your pencils and your pens, really. Glitter glue, like I say, would work. Chalks.
Yeah.
If you've got chalk paint even.
And I'll ask this question again from Bonnie, which is obviously to do with stencils. So she says, how do you stop stencils from bleeding through and giving fuzzy lines? I mean, is that due down to like maybe making sure they're taped down or stuck down properly?
Yes, I mean, some people like to do tape just along the top. So if you tape your paper down, and always use a bigger piece of paper than you actually need, because then you can trim it down. That's what I do, just in case there's any splodges or I go off the edge of the stencil. So you could tape your paper down or your cardstock, and then put your stencil over the top. So you can either just do one length of tape across the top of the stencil, so it's almost like a hinge. So you can keep lifting up and checking it. But a lot of people do tend to tape all 4 sides around, so that then when you go through it, you know, it's held. If you're doing it with holding it with your hand, it's likely it can slip. But if you're inking it as well, maybe doing it in the blender, then just don't put too much ink on. You can always go back in with an extra bit of ink, but it's hard to take it out. So I would just go in lighter, a lighter touch at first, just to make sure, you know, you're not squeezing too much ink. The pressure can seep it underneath your stencil, and that's not really what you want. So if you've got really juicy ink and you're going to use that, then maybe go a little bit lighter with it, and then perhaps go dark after.
Embossing. Barb wants to know what we can use to emboss with, like what paints we can use. I assume that means like letterpressing, like when you're embossing, or once you've embossed, what paints and pens you could use. I mean, you can use any, really, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you're going on to, and also whether you mean letterpress or whether you actually mean like an embossing folder.
Yeah.
If you were doing embossing folders, you've seen with when Leanne comes on, she paints embossing folders with watercolours and with our holographic paints that we had. You know, you can colour it with pens, pencils, whatever you want to do. There's no like rules, I don't think, because it depends what you've got and what skills you've got and what you like. So some people like to go over with you know, actually ink the embossing folder, if that's what you're talking about. I'm not sure if you mean that, or if you're meaning when we've like debossed with letterpress, which obviously that debosses a bit and puts your inked image into your cardstock. Depends again what you've put it on to.
Yeah.
So if you're going to use a cotton card, you can use your pens and your pencils. If you're going to put it onto maybe like watercolor card, obviously you could use your pencils, you could use your paints, watercolor paints, anything that you're adding water to. Just depends on your cardstock as well. It's you know, I mean, we do lots of embossing, whether it's embossing folders, we do it with the letterpress, we do it with heat embossing as well. So, you know, there's lots of ways of embossing. So I'm guessing you would probably you're probably meaning like an embossing folder. But yeah, if that's not right, just do send us another message and we'll answer it.
Final couple of quick ones. I mean, difficult to diagnose this one, I suppose, but Ouch is saying, why are my pearl drops a bit flat? Can you think of anything on the top of your head why they might not be setting proud?
I mean, the only thing I've done with mine is I've put them in somewhere or underneath something before it's been dry.
Right.
And it's felt dry, but it's not been quite dry, because it's quite a soft medium, isn't it? So when you're squeezing it out the bottle, it's quite, it doesn't run, it's not runny, but it is very soft and it needs to be left. I mean, when I've done mine, they've been okay. You need to give it a shake. Yeah. Give it a good shake, because that gets it all mixed up and gets the pearliness of it going around in the drop itself. And then obviously keep it. I'm not sure if you're keeping it upside down or not. Keep it upside down. Keep the bottles upside down. And then when you squeeze it, I think it depends on your pressure as well, because when I've squeezed, I'm scared it's going to all like kind of just blob out, and I don't want that. So I squeeze it like quite a bit less than I do hard. But then I think the harder you squeeze it and the bigger the blob, I think it peaks a bit more. You know what I mean? When it comes, when you lift it like that,
yeah,
I think
you get
the
more
bigger
of like
I think it's like when you're using piping, like icing out of a piping bag. You know, there's ways of doing it so you get that good peak. Yeah. So I think I would just probably squeeze a bigger drop. I mean, there's loads in the bottle, isn't there? Just have a practice and see what you think. I found I get a better one if I do it bigger than tiny.
Okay, and last one. I don't think there is much of a difference, but Bonnie says, what's the difference between a split pin and a brad? I'd say they're very
similar. I mean, a split pin tends to have like longer legs, arms. Yeah, because that would be for stationary, and it tends to have a wider like leg on it as well. Whereas
brad's like shorter, isn't
brads
it?
are quite a bit shorter and they're much thinner normally. I mean, I've got brads of all sizes at home, and I've got some of the teeniest ones you won't believe. But yeah, I mean, they still operate the same way. So you can still, you know, you just push them through the hole and then pull the legs out. If you're finding you've only got split pins and they're too big, you can. If you've got nail clippers, you can actually shorten them with a pair of nail clippers. But just be careful, because then you're taking off the rounded edge and they can be a bit sharp.
Yeah.
So maybe put a line of something along the edge, glue or something.
There we go. Time to perfection as per. Thank you, Sheila, for all of your knowledge. Thank you for all of your questions. That was Essentials Corner. We're going to be back in an hour, where we've got a masterclass, all things advanced stamping. And listen, as I said earlier on, if you are someone who's fairly new to crafting, don't be put off and go, well, I'm not advanced. This is a show for everybody. We are quite happy to talk, you know, back to basics as well in that show. Wherever you want to go, let us know. And we will be back here with you in a mo. Anyway, we've got to go. Bye.